Slip sliding away, slip sliding away.
Hello and welcome to Madden Science. In this episode we're going meta. We're looking inside, back at the background and the behind the scenes of my Biomimicry virtual design lab pitcher plant video. The life's principles can serve as a really important and helpful lens with which to view this project. Starting with adapt to changing conditions. It's non-stop that we're dealing with different elements. Outside sound and noise, or today, different weather patterns moving in while trying to film. I did my best to maintain integrity through self-renewal, especially with the idea of reconnect and being out in nature, enjoying nature, sitting still, listening patiently and humbly. And of course, there's embodying resilience through redundancy. If anything could go wrong, it did in trying to film and make this project. And so I had to redo over and over. So redundancy is a key theme within this project. Followed by that, we have be resource efficient. And for this, we have form-fitting function in trying to come up and build new gear, whether it was with a teleprompter.
Slip sliding away.
You can even read the Gettysburg Address.
87 years ago.
Or coming up with a place to do voiceovers that had better sound quality. Oh hey, don't mind me. Just trying to answer the question of how nature would record voiceovers for their video. And the answer is probably in their wife's closet. In your wife's closet. The gear that I use in this project is, like right now, filming with my phone, which is an iPhone. Also at times using a point and shoot that had a zoom factor to get a little bit closer to the footage. We had various different microphones, almost all of which broke or didn't work at some point. Following that, we have evolve to survive, starting with replicating strategies that work. And to do this, it's not only replicating or emulating the work of the pitcher plant with slips, but it's also me trying to do my best to emulate a real life wildlife photographer or really good videographers. And for that emulation piece, I had to use a lot of YouTube. It was really, really helpful. We had integrating the unexpected, again, like different weather patterns and noise and interruptions and people walking by or crazy spiders crawling up my arm. We also had reshuffling information. So nature does this in a number of ways, and we can look at the life's principles in a lens that goes from the literal to the metaphorical. In this case, for reshuffling, oh boy, with the editing, starting off on paper, doing storyboards with sticky tabs, moving to the actual editing software with Final Cut Pro on my computer, and constantly moving and reweaving and cutting and pasting and resyncing that information. Lastly, we end with be locally attuned and responsive. This worked with cultivating cooperative relationships, most importantly with our two experts, in biology Dr. Tom Miller and in biomimicry Stefan Kolle. And following up with use feedback loops. Those feedback loops were both close and a little bit more distant. The close ones being, most importantly, my wife Liz, who allowed me to spend time on this project and gave me lots of helpful feedback. Also Professor Michelle Feller for our biomimicry class, who was extremely helpful with her feedback. And most importantly, my partner, Christine Lintott, who I ran nearly everything by, gave great feedback and insight and wisdom, and was really helpful and funny and caring and patient. So thank you all for your great help. And lastly, it's with deep gratitude to nature that this video is being made. The project allowed me to reconnect with nature, spending days in the field filming and just being with magnificent organisms here in Northwest Florida. The pitcher plant in its majesty has served as specific inspiration to me in this project. Its humble elegance and most excellent adaptations are the focus of this project, and for that I am grateful.
Slip sliding away, slip sliding away.